So what's occurred is the software has just stopped running CN74, so I imagine that we're done. What we're going to do now is switch to the screen view, and we're going to take a look and see what the manual says. So as you saw, ShopBot just stopped running CN74. Back to the manual. Move the tool holder to the next clip position and repeat the procedure for every clip position indicated at the beginning of the file. Okay, we told it 9. It went through 9 and it stopped. If something goes wrong during the file, the calibration routine will need to be restarted. Okay. Read every screen and double check before clicking to the next page. Done properly, this will only need to be done once. Okay, so step 3. Run the homing routine to be sure everything is zeroed. Load the file, ATC Fix Z plate located in CSV Parts Custom. Okay, what I'm going to do is pause this video and I'm going to remove the grounding clamp and the grounding clip and the calibration clip from the tool. Let's just do that. Okay, I've tucked away the grounding clamp, clip, and the calibration clip, and I'm just going to literally do what it says. Run the C3 routine to make sure everything is zeroed. That's what I'm doing. Okay, run that C3 twice. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. Load the file, ATC Fix Z plate SVP, located in CSV Parts Custom ATC. This file will set the location of the fixed Z0 plate. Okay, so we're C3'd. Let's open up ShopBot. I'm gonna take this, kind of just put that there so I can see what file it wants me to load. SV Parts, Custom, ATC, ATC Fix Z plate. Click OK. Use the keypad to move the spindle over the center of the Z of the fixed 0 plate. We're talking about the one on the ATC. Okay. I guess when they say click OK, they must mean click Start. Use arrow keys. Okay. Let's do that. Let's use the arrow keys. Click OK. The keypad should load. It does. Just going to go take this down to 100. Then let's just say 4. Let's go to. So the gantry is literally moving down those 3 coordinates and changing the Z. And all we're doing is watching the gantry slide. I don't have a tool in the spindle. I may slide one in there just to help me position exactly where I want this to be. Okay, now I'm going to be getting up and adjusting the location of X and Y for these. We can go another 2 inches on X for sure. Then probably another maybe ½ inch on Y. Let's go to 102 and then 4.5. Let's just go to. Okay. I'm going to actually page down the X so I can see better where I'm lining up. Lowering that to the point where I won't hit anything, and I'm as close as I want to be. So let's try 102.5 and 4.625. Not going to hit it. We're not going to hit any, but I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift up the Z, and I'm just going to temporarily slide my tool in there. Okay, so I've got a tool in there that actually is helping me line this up a little bit. Let's go to 102.75, and I'm just going to move there. Now I'm going to lower my Z so I can see how close to the center I am. I'm really happy with the positioning of this. So I'm just going to lift the Z back to about where it was. Well, I sure hope moving the Z didn't affect anything, but X and Y I'm happy with. So at this point, I'm just going to escape. Okay, that may have been all right. Let's take a look at the manual again. So we opened up the keypad. We put the spindle over the center of the fixed Z0 plate. Once satisfied with the positioning of the spindle, hit escape. This will set the fixed Z0 plate in the X and Y. I believe we've done that. Set up tool holders. Okay, all of my tool holders are already set up. All 9 are sitting on my bench. So we're just going to scroll through. This is literally showing you how to put bits in tool holders. Place the tool holders into the desired clip locations. Do not put one into the spindle at this time. So make sure that the bits are facing down like they normally would be. And now we're going to do a CN72. So I am going to put all of my tools into the rack. Then we should be able to just run a CN72. Let's give it a try.
If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
Okay, this is just going to be me putting all the bits, the tools back into the rack, and it's going to be super exciting on that. So let's just do it. That's 9, this is 8, this is 7, this is 6, this is 5, our trouble bit, trouble position. This is 4, this is 3, this is 2, 1. So at this point, what we need to do now is run a CN72. We shouldn't have to run a C3. We've already done that. I'm going to go home, then I'm going to run a CN72, and I'm going to leave this running while we do it. So MH, and we're going to do a CN72, bit number to 0. Let's just do 1. Thumb on the key, thumb on the space bar, that's for sure. It's certainly up high enough. Here we are. Yeah, that's good. Picked it up. That's normal. Comes up. Comes over. Now, how do we do on the position? Like that. Okay, now it should ask us if we want to do another one. I'm going to set this camera up here, and I'm going to go through these steps, and I'm just going to go through 1 to 9, and we are going to hope for no whammy. Pause there, I think that's normal. Come out. Now when we come out, yeah, we're not even close. Yeah, we're good. So my pinion gear, I can tell you, is a good 3/8 from hitting the block. So that's what was going wrong with tool 5.
Okay, so I think we're okay. I've zeroed all the bits. I've got a photograph that I'll send over to ShopBot tech support showing that we were about 3/16 of an inch. And all of them are zeroed. So at this point, I'm going to take a lap. I'm going to think about what needs to be done next, and we're going to get back to this job. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video.
Okay, now that I believe I've got all the tools in the ATC bar zeroed, what we need to do is go through the rest of the installation instructions for the CN74. So let's take a look at that. So we did a CN72. It's what we just did. We did a C1. The last bit that we zeroed was 9. I put it back. Change tool C1. Insert bit into conical tool holder and place it in the desired clip. Type C1 to run the custom number change tools. A screen will ask which tool should be selected. Once that tool is entered, click OK, and the ATC will drop off the current tool being held. Select the desired tool. If there is currently a tool in the spindle, be sure that there's an empty tool clip in the correct location. To check what tool the software thinks is in the spindle head, open custom ATC local data tool variables. Let's actually do that. SP parts, custom, ATC local data, tool variables. This should tell me, actually, yeah, okay, that worked. Tool in, 0. Yeah, that makes sense to what we're doing. 0. We'll just close that. Close that. Get plate offset. Tool will now test the homing on all 3 axes. This routine will establish where the C3 routine will set the Z0 level. Normally this is at the table bed. This routine needs to be run whenever the location of the table bed has changed, such as after resurfacing the tool, resurfacing the spoil board. If a tool is not loaded in the spindle, select one before running this routine. Any tool can be used, as they've all been 0. So I'm going to do a C1. I'm going to pick up our pesky bit 5, and I am going to put our Z0 plate apparatus back in the XY car, or the YZ car, I think it's called. The YZ car. So we're going to run a CN73. I'm going to put our fixed Z plate assembly back. I'll put our ATC bar calibration kit away. Well, I want to do Z plate, C1, CN73. I'm just leaving notes for myself up here. Okay, so let's do it.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.